Hi, my name is Brad Hill, and it's good to be with you guys again. And today we're going to look at James chapter 3, the second half. This is the wisdom half of James. So let's just dive right in on verse 13. Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct, let him show his work in the meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but is earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exists, there will be disorder and every vile practice. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. So let's focus on that word meekness in chapter 13. It says, "Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct let him show his work in the meekness of wisdom." So the dictionary actually says the word meek means the quality of being patient or quiet in nature. And there's a lot of wisdom in patience, right? Knowing when we need to act or speak, or to wait and not say anything and just listen, or to not act and just observe and see what's going on and take it all in before we make a decision of what we need to be doing. And also, there's something to being quiet. That does not necessarily mean that you are shy. That is simply being wise with your words, knowing when to speak, when to not speak, when to hold back, when to listen, when to pay attention. It all is wrapped up in that word meekness. And so that is a perfect worldly dictionary definition of wisdom, is in that word meekness. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we're weak. It does have a bad reputation of being weak, but it's not. We're not weak if we are meek. We're actually wise. Meekness is not somebody who avoids confrontation, but somebody who knows when it's beneficial to engage in confrontation. And so if we look at verses 14 and 16 a little bit closer, it says, "But you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts. Do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but is earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder in every vile practice." The best way to know if it's time to confront somebody or a situation or whatever the case may be is to examine your heart. Are there selfish ambitions there? Is there jealousy there that's causing anger? Is there unrighteous anger there? Are these vile things that James talks about? What's there that is motivating you to want to confront or to say something? Because if that's the case, then to act or to speak in that situation would be unwise. Confrontation is not always a bad thing. It can be used to help us grow and those around us grow, but we have to do it with wisdom. There is a lot of confrontation out there right now. You just have to get on social media, go to Facebook, you can go to Twitter, wherever you like, and it doesn't take too long before you see some confrontation happening. Everybody yelling things, trying to sway you one way or the other without thinking. There is no amount of that yelling at one another that is going to change either person's mind. There's no wisdom in it. It is all purely driven by selfish ambition and jealousy. And so what can we do then to not be a part of that? In verses 17 and 18, it really talks about the opposite of it. So it's not selfish ambition. It is what wisdom from God actually should be and what we should use to measure each situation that we're in whether we're motivated by our selfish ambition or are we motivated by what's good and what's righteous. And so let's read that one more time. It says, "But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere." So this is how we respond in wisdom. You can ask yourself before you act, are these the things that are motivating me to act? But also ask yourself and pray, does this situation or this person, are they in a place to receive what I have to offer? Because if the answer is no to that, then the wisdom there would be to not act or not speak, because you could cause more damage. Even if you're motivated by peace and you're gentle and you're open to reason and you're full of mercy and you have no selfish ambition and your ambition is purely to help that person or to fix this situation or whatever the case may be, if that situation or that person is not in a place to receive, then it doesn't matter. And so there's wisdom we have to exercise in that as well. And then in verse 18, the end goal here is peace, right? We exercise wisdom in order to achieve peace. It says, "And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace." God's desire is for peace. And so when we ask God for wisdom and we are motivated by that need for peace, then our goals align and you can expect that He will grant you the wisdom that you need for that situation or that person that you're with. But just be sure to exercise in that wisdom when you have it so that you don't speak before it's time to speak or act before it's time to act. So, how about you guys? Has this been a fresh take maybe on this part in James? Maybe go back through here and read it one more time, see if there's something new that sticks out to you. This was very encouraging for me to look at. It was very fresh for me. I've never really looked at it like this before. So I would encourage you guys maybe do the same thing. See if there's something new that jumps out at you, and then you can discuss that with the group. And I will see you guys in the next video.